Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Segar. I am from Experiential Learning Depot. I am going into my 15th year in self-directed project-based learning, mostly with high school students and then a little with my own younger children. And now I work with teachers like you to really try to refine self-directed project-based learning in your classroom or homeschool so that you can really enjoy the experience and enjoy it with your students. So I have had obstacles over the years. 15 years is quite a while to have a lot of trial and error and to have I've just learned so much from mentors and I've learned so much from my students. And I really want to give you some tips as a beginner project-based teacher to help pave the way to a self-directed project-based learning experience that is easy and fun and enjoyable and engaging for you and your students. So I have 3 tips that I would like to offer you today, one of which is having systems in place. This is so critical, and this is my top tip for you, is before you start, if you can, before you begin self-directed project-based learning with your students, have tips in place. The reality with me is when I first started, I did not have systems in place, I did not have routines in place, and it was painful for everyone, for all of us. So get those systems in place. Have feedback systems, for example, or a system for project approval meetings, or put feedback into your routine or check-ins into your routine. So having those systems is really important for sooner rather than later so that students can really stay on track and be productive. My second tip, and also a really important tip, I guess I don't really have any favorites. This one is also really important, is don't skip PBL elements because they seem too hard or they seem too much, too overwhelming. Your students will likely try to skirt around specific project-based learning elements. However, these project-based learning elements are what make project-based learning what they are, so resist allowing your students to skip them. For example, community experts are one element of project-based learning that your students may try to skip over. Authentic presentations are similar. And I think it's because students tend to get intimidated or maybe a little uncomfortable reaching out to people beyond the classroom or working with people or communicating with people that aren't in their close circle. It can be uncomfortable. They will get used to it. And rather than skipping over it, my suggestion to you is to really just help guide them through it. They won't be perfect at it right away, but resist skipping it entirely. That's my second tip. My third tip is emphasize relationship building from the start. This is so important. Building a PBL culture that is trusting, that students can really take risks in their learning and in their education through relationship building with you and their peers. So spend the first week or 2 just focusing on relationship building, in my opinion. This is what I would do, and just try to put the content work aside for now. Relationship building is critical with personalized, self-directed project-based learning. So make that a priority. That is my third tip. So these are my 3 top tips for beginner project-based educators. Please reach out with any questions anytime. You can also go to experientiallearningdepot.com to find similar resources and blog posts and more information about self-directed project-based learning. Good luck to you.